This is what you're going to be making in today's tutorial. It is actually a very simple design, but if you don't pay good attention, you might not get it. This is a requested video. So without further ado, this is the final result of what our pocket is going to look like. And this might actually look simple, but there's something tricky about this that I need you guys to pay good attention to. So firstly, all I need you to do is to give this video a thumbs up. The tricky part of actually making this pocket is actually knowing where to actually curve when you're cutting your interfacing, actually knowing where it's going to be on the right side or on the left side. So pay attention to the tutorial, and without further ado, let's get straight into the step-by-step video. Firstly, this is my fabric. As you guys can see here, this is the main fabric. You've seen it in the introduction, right? This is the main fabric, and this is my interfacing. You see what I have here? Depending on the size in which you want your pocket to be, that is what you're going to basically cut out on your interfacing. So here I have 5.5 inches for the wideness of my pocket, but I think 5 inches will be okay though. 5.5, and for the height of the pocket is going to be at 6.5 inches for the height of the pocket. So exactly at that 6.5 inches, I'm going to simply cut it out. If you're using an original collar stay, which is interfacing, it's going to simply tear out straight as possible. So now I have 6.5 inches for my pocket height and 5.5 inches for the wideness. I'm also going to trim that side also. So I'm going to have 5 inches for the wideness of the pocket. So after you get that, the next thing is to cut out the shape of the pocket. Now, as you can see, this is the tricky part. As I told you, the interfacing is going to be facing up. The gummy part is going to be facing up on the pocket, and the side that does not have gum is going to be facing down, just exactly like this. So all you have to do is just to know where you want the pocket to be, maybe on the left or on the right side. And if it's going to be on the left side, that means you're going to cut the left side of the interfacing. And I'm going to be cutting it from the gummy part. You see that the gum part is actually facing the top, right? So I'm going to be cutting, the cuff is going to be on the left side of my pocket, if the pocket is going to be on the left side of my chest. That is, I hope that you understand that. Just do the sample before you actually cut it out so you can get the point that I'm trying to pass across. So you see what I have here? That's where the cuff is going to be. So I feel like that part is actually wider. You see what I have here? So I'll make the pocket 5 inches wide in total. You know I have 5.5, so 5 inches. So the height is going to be taller than the breadth of the pocket itself. So 5 inches, exactly that place. I'm going to simply cut it out. Easy. So this is what my pocket is going to look like. Easy peasy. See that? 5 inches by 6.5 inches in height. You see that? Easy. So after I'm done with that, the next thing is to simply put the fabric on the interfacing, and I also cut a piping. This is called a piping. I cut it in bias. So it's going to simply go around my pocket all the way around, just like that. You see that? It's going to go all the way around like that. See that? So make sure you cut it in bias, just like what you'll be cutting if you want to please do your neck piping, something like that. Exactly. So I'm going to take this to the ironing table. I'm going to gum this. Then I'm going to fold the pocket, both the side and the upper side. Also, I'm going to fold the straight side and the upper side of the pocket. But I'm going to lift the side open. The side, I'm going to leave that side open. So let me gum this, then we can continue with the folding and the pocket design. So after folding, you can see what I have here. I fold the side, I fold that side. See that? I fold that side and I fold the upper side as well. But this side, I lift that side open. So I'm just going to trim that part out. See what I'm doing here? Just trim that part out. You see that I leave no allowance because the black piping is going to like cover that entire place. See? Just like that. I leave that side open. See what I have? So after that is done, the next thing is to simply do the piping. So at this place right now, you see there, I'm going to run a stitch all the way down. And you can see that I leave some black fabric at the top. That's what I'll be using for the button hole, like for the button holder, right? So if I want to like expose half of an inch, I'm going to stitch that black at half of an inch all the way around. So let me take this to the sewing machine and do this and do the stitching round before I do the turn up. So let me do that and show you guys the next stage. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you smash that like button and make sure you subscribe. You should subscribe. You should have subscribed. So smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me do the stitching and we can do the next. So you can see what the stitch looks like, and you can see at the end of that stitch, I actually do the closing of the pipe at that place. You see, I turn that place up and I do the closing. So when I turn this place up, in total, I'll be able to cover that exposed fabric. You see that? I'm going to easily cover that place up, and I'm going to push that exposed inside very well. So the only thing you're going to be seeing in the front is the fabric, is the black itself. See what I have here? See what I have here? So all you have to do now is basically to give it a good ironing and make sure it is balanced very, very well before we do the stitching and before we do the folding and joining to our main bodice, right? So easily, just if you want that part to not be too exposed, you can trim it out. Whatsoever you expose at the back is what is you are going to see in the front. If you want that place to just be maybe as tiny as possible, you want that black to just be as tiny as possible, that's what you're going to like release at that place. So let me go ahead and iron it and show you guys. So after that, this way we are going to like do the turn up for the button strap. That's where the button strap is going to be. See? So that place might take time. You take it to the ironing table, make sure it is balanced very well with iron before we do the stitch. But firstly, let me go ahead and balance this. This is what I will be having after the balancing. You see what I have here? You can see that edge part. All you just have to do is just to push that edge part inside very well so that it's not going to like show any naked fabric at all. You can see. So that finishing of the ending part is going to look as clear, crisp as possible. You see that? See what I have here? So at this back side, I'm just going to like trim it out. I'm going to trim out the excess. See that? So what I have here. And here, all you have to do, you can see that I make a notch at that back side. You see that simple notch? I'm going to push this one back just like this. You see that? Just like this. So it's going to be long, just like a normal neck piping. And I'm going to run a stitch at that place all the way to that I'm going to run a stitch all the way to that place. So after that, we can simply turn it inside just like this in order to do our button holder. It's easy peasy. So let me do the stitch and we can do the turn up and do the locking. Then we can attach it to our main bodice. So after stitching it, you can see what I have here. You can see that stitch, just a straight stitch like this. You see that? And you can see what the back is going to look like. If you want, you can just put an Emmy gum underneath that place in order to hold it down. But because you're going to still stitch it to your bodice, you can just leave that part like that. Your iron is going to make sure it's balanced as much as possible. So after that is done, you see what I have here. Just turn the fabric backward like this and give it a good ironing. A good ironing, just like this. Iron it and make sure it is balanced. Then we can put our button at that edge. See that? See that? You can simply balance it very well. Then after this, iron it very well, make sure it's balanced. Then you can simply attach it to your bodice. Straight and clean. So this is the easiest way to actually do this pocket. So I believe you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I believe that you learned something from it. So far, if you haven't smashed the like button, go ahead and smash the like button. Go ahead and do that. So let me tag the button and show you guys the finishing of this. And if you're doing the second pocket, you know one is facing this other side, the other one is going to be at the other side. The second one is going to be at the other side, and the piping is going to be at the other side of the pocket. But on this one, I'm just doing only one pocket, so you can simply follow along to do the second pocket. So it's as simple as this. So if you're attacking your button just for sample, this is what the button is going to look like. So if you attach it on your bodice, you're going to have something looking smooth and sharp and clean as this. If you like the video, smash that like button because I gave you guys banger. As always, I give you guys banger. So if you want to see more video, there are two video on the screen right now that you should watch. I single-handedly pick those two video for you guys to watch next. You're going to learn a lot. So watch the two video next in order to learn more on how to make good outfits, good designs, and good everything. So I'll see you on the next video that I chose for you.